I mean, one of the lessons to me from Fukushima, and I think I myself personally am today far more skeptical about nuclear energy than I was before Fukushima, primarily because of this problem that I think in Japan we have an example of what we just heard. And the German interpretation was that a leading engineering nation, taking the best precautions from its own history, had done the planning that it thought was necessary to cope with possible events at a place, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough by a huge margin. And I think the problem really lies in our casual usage of the word probability, likelihood. We are here, when we talk of earthquakes occurring at a nuclear plant, dealing with two separate realms. A nuclear plant, nuclear physics, deals with probabilities, but those probabilities are actually well understood and well measured. That is, when you have a 60% probability of a nuclear event, you can actually get repeatability. You can study it over and over again and you get that same 60%. But to say that an earthquake is a 1 in 1,000 year event, this is trying to put numbers or precision on an area that does not allow numbers of precision. We do not have repeatability with earthquakes. We have, at most in certain parts of the world, records that go back 100 years at best. On that basis, we are trying to understand events in geological time that go back millions of years, and yet we claim with certain certainty that this is a 1 in 1,000 year event or 1 in 10,000 year event. This is, I think, largely reassurance. It is very difficult to say there is an exactitude here that we can rely on. And that is a very, very real problem. And to say that, I mean, the real problem here is we take lessons from Fukushima after. But in a real practical sense, how do you plan for something you don't anticipate? And I mean, that isn't easy to do, however much we try and couch it in words of precision. And I think that is my ground for skepticism.